This edition of YouTube Suggestions is brought to you by the Spirit Box. Even if you can't make contact with ghosts, you can annoy the crap out of the neighbors. Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. This is James, and welcome to YouTube Suggestions, the 34th edition of the series for your scorecard. With Halloween upon us, it's a good time to take a look at some more of the ghost hunting channels on YouTube. So here are just 5 of the better channels under 25,000 subscribers. We'll also take a quick look at one channel over 25,000 subs. We'll get to that later in the video. So get your K2 and your voice recorder ready. Suggestion monkeys are optional. Hosted by Jenny Love herself, she and her husband John are originally from New York, but they have videos from various locations like Florida and Massachusetts. Jenny mostly concentrates on exploring in cemeteries like the very active Brooksville Cemetery in Florida, but will also visit places like a haunted lighthouse and the clown cottage owned by Omar Gosh. You'll also find Randonautica adventures on Jenny Love Paranormal TV and the occasional live stream. In one live stream, Jenny and John did a double alone challenge as they explored 2 different cemeteries. Some pretty inventive stuff. The first video on Jenny Love Paranormal TV went up in October 2020, and the channel has grown to more than 1,500 subscribers at the time of posting. To get a better idea of what to expect on the channel, let's take a look at a clip from an investigation at a mansion in Massachusetts.
See something moving by the piano on my camera. Somebody's sitting at the piano. Look at
the displacement of the
Look at that.
Oh shit.
Right there.
Yep.
Somebody is sitting at the piano.
Excellent. That's wild. Can you play?
Can you play the piano? We would love to hear a song. It's moving.
Armed with a fascination with the unexplained, Lakeshore Paranormal investigates a variety of places in Michigan and the surrounding area. Concentrating largely on cemeteries like the great series from Lake Forest Cemetery, Lakeshore has also done investigations at places like Stimson Hospital in Eaton Rapids and the Felt Mansion in Holland, Michigan. You'll also see some great collaborations on the channel with the likes of Michigander Man and the occasional non-paranormal video put out for good measure. Lakeshore even dabbles in some UFO sighting videos and some private home investigations. Lakeshore Paranormal has been active for more than 3 years at the time of posting, uploading the first video in July 2018, and has gained over 2,500 subscribers. For a taste of what to expect, let's take a look at a clip from an investigation Lakeshore did at his own home.
I'm also hearing, babe, something over here too, walking. Something circulating us. Guys, remember too, we're in native lands. Like, this area is where a lot of Native Americans were at one time point.
This is nuts.
So there's a lot of, and this is a haunted
we
area.
just heard footsteps in the woods over here.
Yeah, and I just heard tree. Oh my gosh.
Wait, wow, this took a turn.
Okay, she's looking over there too.
I got goosebumps now.
I'm getting goosebumps too. I'm freaking out. My heart's
There's
like
no one
pounding.
over there.
There
nothing.
isn't nothing over there, babe.
Richelle G has drawn a lot of attention on the bottom of YouTube over the last several months, exploring and investigating abandoned places in her home state of Florida. Always showing respect to her surroundings, Richelle has captured some incredible evidence. Never afraid to delve deep into the woods or even the swamp on her own, Richelle does do occasional collaborations with channels like Tippa TV and regularly does live streams with guests. There are even some non-paranormal offerings from time to time, like opening fan mail or even baking a pumpkin roll. So it's not all ghosts on the channel. Richelle uploaded her first video in February 2020 and has gained almost 4,000 subscribers at the time of posting. To get a taste of what to expect, let's take a look at a clip from one of Richelle's Randonautica adventures, where she kept her promise to bring someone a beer.
Get some more in there. Kind of foamy. That's delicious. Beer, yeah. Some foamy beer, friend.
It's not just about ghost hunting with Hollywood Paranormal Detectives. Highlighting the fact that paranormal means a lot of different things, the California-based channel has content centered on UFOs, Bigfoot, and other mysterious topics. With a team made up of musicians, and FX artists, and even a former pro wrestler, Hollywood in the name is fitting as well. Exploring haunted places such as the Glen Tavern Inn and the old LA Zoo, HPD has captured some incredible evidence over the last 2 years. The channel also has some of the best production value among small channels on YouTube. It's visually very impressive. The channel has a small archive dating back to 2019, but they put a lot of time and effort into their videos, so that's to be expected. HPD has brought in almost 2,000 subscribers at the time of posting. Let's take a look at a clip from their investigation at Glen Tavern Inn to get an idea of what to expect.
Now, I'm not saying this is paranormal, but neither my handheld camera nor the stationary camera picked up any audio for the first hour after I returned to the room. And I've heard 307 is known for disrupting electronics, but that hour of investigation is lost. And then out of nowhere, they both started recording audio. Now, I'm not saying that's 100% paranormal, but it is unexplained. Now, Calvin, I heard you were in charge of the horse stranglers, and I heard you would pay your men, and then you would invite them back here to play cards, and then you would cheat them out of their winnings.
I've been watching Angie TheGreenEyedAngel for a long time, and I guess the only question is why I haven't put her in one of these sooner. Angie explores abandoned buildings and cemeteries, usually doing EVP sessions, and sometimes just showing up to see what happens. From smaller places like abandoned trailers to bigger buildings like an old state hospital, Angie often goes it alone, but also has some great collaborations on her channel. Angie regularly does live streams, often doing tarot card readings, and will sometimes pop up with some non-paranormal content like painting or just simply hanging out. Angie's first upload was in September 2017 with her big move to Florida, and has brought in almost 19,000 subscribers since then. To give you a good idea of what to expect on Angie TheGreenEyedAngel, let's take a look at a clip from her EVP session at the grave of Bob Ross.
You can talk through my phone right here, or through my camera. Chase? I know. I'm actually going to use the necrophonic for a minute here. Keep an eye on the sprinklers, Marcus, so we don't get soaked.
That one's coming over. We might get we might get a little wet by that one.
And that's our 5 featured channels for YouTube Suggestions 34. You can get to all these channels at any time by clicking the icon in the upper right hand corner or the link in the description. All I ask is if you are new to any of these channels, give their content a look. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. And speaking of subscribing, if you aren't already subscribed to A View from the Middle, you can do so by clicking the red button on the front page or the double arrow one-way sign in the bottom right-hand corner. If you don't subscribe, children dressed in various costumes are going to come to your door and take all your candy. What? Sounds familiar. Before we close things out, let's take a look at the 6th channel. This is a channel that has over 25,000 subscribers, but might still be one that you aren't aware of, though if you haven't heard about these guys, where have you been? The 6th channel this time around is Paranormies. Visiting some of the creepiest and most haunted locations they can find, Paranormies explores everything from haunted hotels to abandoned churches, making use of various tools and their own experience to make contact with evil entities and offering you a front row seat. Paranormies has really been turning a lot of heads lately, especially with their incredible investigation at Union Point Church. The channel hasn't even been around a full year, uploading for the first time in November 2020, but already has over 57,000 subscribers. It's a great channel, so go check them out. The link is in the description. Alright, that is YouTube Suggestions 34. I hope you found some new channels to check out this Halloween, or any other time of year you might happen to stumble across this. Here's a list of the previously featured channels I showed clips of at the beginning of the video. If you want to see their episode of YouTube Suggestions or any other episode, check out the YouTube Suggestions playlist. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, not necessarily in that order. I'm afraid I have nothing left to say. Sandra, I'm giving you the last word.
And on that note, that'll be it for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.